Hi, I'm Danielle and welcome to Books and Beyond. Today I have a bi-monthly book box subscription called Roses and Thorns. This is a subscription box. It's brand new. It's bi-monthly, like I said, and it's done by Midnight Whispers, so there's their information. This is a contemporary slash dark romance box that's on their website. I saw that recently. Their other book box, which has a wait list, is going to start, I think, in December, and that is well, the invites are going out in October, which it's October right now. So this one, they do a different author in each box, and they have only done one other so far. And so this is only their second box as a book box subscription. So, Love is Beautifully Savaged. Oh, that's true. So here is their info, all their socials, that sort of thing. This is actually really pretty. I love how this looks like kind of 3D, but it's printed. That's actually cool. It actually looks really nice. It looks very realistic. So, but anyway, so they do like to put all of the fun stuff inside, all the confetti. I'm not sure why, because they really don't need it if they're using these foam blocks. For those of you who are new here, you know I love these foam blocks because you can see more of the box here. They actually do a really good job protecting the books. This is a bi-monthly. See, they have another one in here too. They have they have 2 books in their box, so it's always going to be 2. It could be a part of a duology, it could be standalones, just whatever they have. Yes, so here are our books. It is K. Webster. The only thing I noticed is they don't have a spoiler card. Like, I did not see. Nope, no spoiler card. Oops, I'm like dropping stuff here. Okay. Stay. Okay. So anyway, so they don't have a spoiler card, which I kind of wish they did. That's their choice. So here we go. So again, I'm still kind of learning about this box. I'm learning what their art style is like. I had some indication because their Midnight Whispers used to be a non-subscription, and you could just get whichever authors you were interested in. So I kind of noticed on that one that the art was kind of just okay. It wasn't anything crazy, but it wasn't anything some of them I didn't really like. I'll just be honest. Some of them I just didn't like. So this, yes, Chili, he didn't like it either, he says. So this is Triple Threat, which I know nothing about. This is a naked hardcover, so there's no dust jacket on this, which I don't mind. That foiling is really pretty, though. I like that. And so this is definitely dark romance. So I will say the art is just okay on this one. I like the idea of it. They got the webs. See, the foiling I like. I like the foiling. I like the bird. I'm not a big fan of the snake, only because of how like cartoony it looks. Like, I just don't like that. I just don't like the cartoony look very much. It looks like a house sparrow, but in black. And so here we have birds. Oh, this one has a skull on it. All right. So again, let's look at the sprayed edges. I don't know if this is like a connected duology. Get a little closer so you can see. The sprayed edges, like, I'm fine with the snakes like that on the sprayed edges. It's just on the cover, it just looks a little cartoony to me. And he doesn't stand out very much. Like, even if they had, like, I don't know, like a gloss or something on him, it might look better. That's just me. Here's our sprayed edges, so they're pretty much the same. And we got the little details on here. These are really thin too, which is not a bad thing. It's got good binding on it, it looks like. But this one, so Triple Threat and Death Wish. I don't know anything about these, but they are signed. Ooh, look at that. So K. Webster. That's actually, I don't mind that art so much. It's not that bad. Not that bad. And it's signed, so that's nice. Here's our page header. See, even these snakes, I think these look okay. I kind of like that. It's almost like a photo negative version. It kind of looks pretty good. And then, let's see, are all the chapter headers like that? I'm going to assume that they are. Yeah, which they're pretty. I do like the chapter headers. Oh, here we go. That's pretty. Now, at the end of the chapters, too, they have a little bit of art. Yeah, so I do know, I actually have a couple K. Webster books. I haven't read them yet. Ooh, look at that. Okay, I like this. This pretty red with the foiling. I like that. That I like. That I like a lot. So maybe it's going for more of like that Victorian, like old print style, like you would see like in those, in the newspapers back in the day. Maybe that's what this is meant to be, but with color instead of black and white. So, all right, I love that. That's pretty. And then here we have, so both books are signed, so that's good. We have some character art. I don't know, are these like, oh, this is Triple Threat and this is Death Wish. I wonder if it looks like a continuation because there's 3 and they look exactly alike. So maybe they're triplets. There we go, same front and back. So you do have some art, so there we go. In the similar page headers. Oh yeah, so this was in the front of the other book, so this looks like a continuation. So it looks like a duology. So that's, so it's nice to get both books in the duology. I didn't see any bonus. Oh, they have like a novella. I can't talk. Novella. Oh, that's kind of nice. Okay. Epilogue, yeah. So that's actually pretty good. Is there a short story in this one? I should probably check, huh? But I do like their author picks so far. I will tell you just a kind of a quick FYI, I did skip the next box because one, I had read the book, both books, and I had not really liked it. So for those of you who want to know, the next book box, I believe it's the November, December one is Gianna Darling, and they were the, I think it's like the Anti-Heroes series or duology. They do have a very generous skip policy. I will say their skip policy is you can skip up to 4 for a bi-monthly box. That's pretty darn good because you only get 6 a year. So I'm using my first skip for that. And it is a bit pricey, I'm gonna say. I'll put it up on the screen what the price is for this box, at least that I've paid. So you can see that, but it is pretty pricey. You get 2 books, but again, the art is just, if I were to compare this to another dark romance book box, it would be Mystic box, which has also been really hit or miss this year because they've been doing like this almost like comic book art, or even like more of a, not manga style, but like kind of this cartoony anime style I've seen. Just not a big fan. So if I had to say, I would prefer this art style over the cartoony. So I will say that is something that they have going for them as a book box so far. But the quality, I will say the quality of this book is really, really well done. So it is on par with Mystic. So we're just going to have to see how our next few boxes over 2026 is going. I do intend to keep this box, at least, unless the author's choices get just like really, really bad, which so far the first 2, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I want those. So I will say that the other one was Pepper Winters. So I was really excited when that was their first box. And those editions were gorgeous. I did love the art on those. So this one's a little bit darker, a little bit different. Again, to me, it's just that some of the animals on the cover, I think, could use just a little bit of work. But I get the idea, and I actually, like, this is actually pretty good. I like that it doesn't have characters on the front. That's another thing, is when there's character art. So if you're going to do hardcover, don't do character art on the cover. Do it on the inside like you did here. So that I like. I like that both books were signed. A lot of times with Mystic, you don't have both books signed. You usually get one book signed. And again, it also depends on the author also. So, you know, it may not always be that they're both signed, but I did appreciate that they were both signed, hand signed too, by the author, not just a digital signature. Because some of us know, like, hand signed is, I don't know, we just like it better. It's more authentic. Oh yeah, Chili agrees. So anyway, like and subscribe if you'd like to see more book unboxings, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.